Hello friends, welcome to my new Java programming tutorial. Today we will discuss how to swap two numbers in Java with and without using the third variable. So friends, let's move over to Eclipse and see how we can write a small program which can swap two numbers based on that whether we are using third variable or not. So friends, in order to demonstrate how to swap two numbers in Java with and without using the third variable, what I have done, I have just created a class by name swap numbers. Now this swap number has a main method, and whenever we run the program, this main method will be executed. So let's code a program to swap two numbers in Java in this main method. So friends, in order to swap two numbers in Java, we'll first create two int variables. Say here we have created two variables, say x and y. X is holding a value of 5 and y is holding a value of 6. So in order to swap these two numbers, say x and y, we have say two methods. Say first by using a third variable and second without using the third variable. So first I will be demonstrating that how to swap two numbers with using the third variable. So suppose I create a third variable by the name temp. Now in order to swap these two numbers, say value of x to y and value of y to x, what I will be using this temp variable. So the code would be something like, so what I've done here is whatever the value x is having, it is assigned to temp, and then whatever the value y is having, it is just I'm just assigning it to x, and finally the value of temp I'm assigning it to y. So what actually is happening that initially phi, which is held by x, is assigned to this temp variable, and then we are assigning value of 6 to x, and finally whatever the value was stored for x, we are just assigning it to y. So here the temp variable is just a place, is acting as a placeholder to hold the value of x, so that when we are trying to assign the value of y in the second step, then we are having a variable which is holding the value of x. So if I print the value of x and y on the console, we'll get something like, and if I run the program, so I get x as 6 and y equals 5. So initially x was 5 and y was 6, and after using this temp variable, the swap values came out to be x hold the value of say y and y holds the value of x. So after using the temp variable, now the new value of x is 6 and y is 5. So by this program we have just swapped the values of x and y. So this was the first method to swap the values of two variables by the using say a temp variable or third variable. Now we will be using say another method that without using using a temp variable or a third variable. So in order to do that, what I will do, I will just reassign back the values 5 to x and 6 to y. Now in order to say swap these values, what I will do, I will just coding something like as x equals. So I just placed three statements. In first statement what I have done, I have just added x and y and assigned it to x. So here what I have done, I just added 5 and 6 and assigned the value to x. So in the second step what I have done, I just subtracted the value of y from x. So in second step it was like x minus y and assigned that value to y. And in the third step I did the same, I subtracted the value of y from x and assigned it to the x. So what it actually did, it assigned 5 plus 6 which is equal to 11 to the x in step 1, and then in step 2 it assigned value y as 11 minus 6 means equals to 5, and the third step what it actually did, it assigned say x minus y means 11 minus 5, because in the second step y value is came out to be 5, so 11 minus 5 it assigned x as equals 6. So if I print this out on the console and if I run the program again, I will be getting x equal to 6 and y equals to 5. So friends, these were the two ways by which we can swap two numbers in Java. So in the first way, we saw that we used a temp variable. Initially the temp variable was just a placeholder for the value of x, so that when we assign the value of y to x, this temp variable holds the value of x for say assigning it back to the y. So what these three steps did, it just swapped the value of x and y, and then we used the say yet another method by say without using the temp variable. So what we actually did, I just added x plus y, assigned it to x, and then in the second step I did x minus y, assigned it to y, and the third I did the same x minus y and assigned it to x. So it printed something like same as x equal to 6 and y equals to 5 on the console. So friends, these were the two methods by which we can swap the value of two numbers in Java.